right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. Well, some new rules have dropped in the game. As you can see here on the screen, rewards, they're balancing them out. KYC is more important than ever. And then minting properties cool down. But what Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. The one that I'm really and truly interested in and really like is the whole sniping of properties where like you make a mistake and you don't realize that you shorted your sell price by like a zero or two, and then put it up, and literally by the time you hit that button to sell, already gone. Like I've witnessed that so many times. It's unbelievable where that happened. I was trying to show someone how to play the game. They made a mistake of putting in, I think, one or two zeros less. I can't remember right now. And that property, they were putting it up for sale, just trying to show them how to do it and how to, how the numbers work in the game that is in the thousands. And they made the mistake of putting it up for like maybe like 400 or I don't know. I don't remember exactly how much it was. And by the time they put that sale button or sell button, that property was gone instantaneously. And I was just like, wow, this is incredible. That person is like, no, this is not supposed to happen like that. That's not humanly possible. There gotta be bots. There has to be bots these guys are using to do this. Like no human can just see a property that quickly and swipe it up. Right? So this means, right? So they left it for last, but I think it's one of the important ones, right? That for 24 hours after listing your properties, any attempt to purchase will require a capture, which is good. At least that slows down the process a little bit, so it gives that person the time to if they made a mistake. And the next one I thought is important too, and I really want to see how this is going to affect the game and the future of the game, especially when it comes to new release and it's that city is popular. And by the way, Upland did ask today on Twitter to list 5 possible future release cities that I think either you'd like to see or you think Upland's going to release. I put up 5 cities there. It's pretty good. I got a few retweets from other individuals. So you guys can go check it out. Just go on the Upland Twitter page, and you guys can see that. So now let's get to this minting, right? So they're gonna be like a 10-second cooldown period where you're gonna mint a property and you can't mint another one for that 10 seconds, right? That's kind of good because, for example, think your 3 properties, right? You'll be able to mint 3 properties in approximately 30 seconds or a little bit more, right? Those 10-second period, if you're able to know where or what other areas are pretty hot, you can send your block explorer there, pick up 3 more properties in that 30 seconds, and then send your block explorer to another neighborhood and pick up another 3 properties or 4 properties, or whatever you feel like gathering or minting in that time. In the very beginning of this, Upland talks about fairness. And my personal opinion on fairness is like nothing is fair. I believe that it should have more so been given, the words being used should be equal opportunity for all, okay? Not really fairness, because nothing is really fair. Because I'm sure the people who started the game got everything way cheaper than the people who came in later. So it's not fair for the people who came in later that these guys got it cheaper, right? And so on and so forth. And as games get older and matures, the people who come in later and later are going to be like, oh man, I wish I was in earlier, which is not fair to them because they didn't know about the game or the game wasn't advertised to them effectively earlier in the earlier stage of the game. So that's just a wordplay thing, but I prefer the equal opportunity more so than fair. So one of the big things is people who do treasure hunts. I don't really do treasure hunts all that much. I did send my guy 2 videos ago back to Cleveland to do some treasure hunts. I still didn't really get into it, but that's going to change. There are some players that literally live off of treasure hunting. They make hundreds of thousands of upics per month just treasure hunting, and they stay in one city and just treasure hunt. So that's going to change. They're going to make it a little bit more difficult, going to make it a little bit more, you got to put in more work to get all these rewards. Um, Also, once you're doing that as well, KYC is going to come into play. Um, KYC is a big deal. So I'm going to leave that for last because that covers everything like KYC. KYC for selling, well, obviously selling for USD. KYC um, for Spark, receiving Spark, whether it's through Treasure Hunt or it's just signing in and getting your bonus. Like KYC is going to be the major thing. So I'm not yet fully KYC. Like I've said in a couple of videos back that I tried and it just didn't really want to work for me. But I did say I'm going to get on it. So I'm going to try my best. Maybe I should use my passport instead of my driver's license. Possibly that will help. I don't know how that will work, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that I can get my KYC dealt with. I'm not one of the bad actors, and this is why they're implementing this stuff because a lot of guys are complaining about multi-accounting and people having multiple accounts and being able to mint a whole bunch of um, properties before everybody else and then sell it to themselves. Getting block explorers and selling it to their other main account. So many different ways and so many different avenues people have taken on to try and get an advantage in this game. So Upland is trying to reduce those advantages that people are going out of their way, finding new and clever techniques to actually game the system. So Upland is really and truly pushing forth on this KYC, and it's going to be needed. You're to really go any further in the game. You're going to need to have your KYC done, so you cannot avoid it. You're already like myself. I'm already 6 million upics into the game, so I can't sell anything or get out of the game before they probably implemented this. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying if someone wants to consider it because they choose not to be KYC, which I understand both perspective. I understand why Upland is doing it. I agree with it. It's fine with me. It's just that for some reason it's not working on my end or whatever it is. So I don't really have a problem necessarily with KYC, but it's every part of the game. It's something that you should consider. You should really start doing now. So if you want to do that, you go to the quick menu in the app, hit on the settings menu, and click on verify your identity and follow the steps if you guys if you want to do that. And I suggest you try now because some people have said it's taking a while for them to get verified. So you want to do this before this is in play. So you're already ready to just move forward and move on with everything in the game. Right. So the treasure hunt tiers. So the tier 5 will not have the KYC because they're the basement of rewards. So anywhere else, 1 through 4, you're going to be need to be KYC'd in treasure hunts or anything, right? So any of those cities that you're going to be doing the thrifty trader, all of those things, anything with spark rewards, you treasure hunt in a tier 2 city, and you're getting a spark. You get some spark. You have to be KYC to collect that spark. So KYC is something you have to do to continue in this game. So, and every event, right? I even forgot that every event and activity. So, Upland is having a tour right now in Porto. You're gonna need to be KYC there because I think you get back your UPIX that you spend out plus a little bit extra. I haven't done a tour in a while, so I don't know if it has changed or what it's like anymore. Um, but it's something that we all have to do. We have to get it done, guys. You don't want to put all this money into the game and just walk away from it because you don't want to be KYC'd. You kind of already there, so you might as well do it. I mean, you're already here, so you might as well do it and just get it over with. And yes, also, even for block explorers as well, you're going to need, when you become a director, that's when you're eligible for a custom block explorer. Like myself, I'm eligible right now for a custom block explorer. I just haven't made the journey to San Francisco. I think that's where it is, and really put in my request or my idea for a block explorer, but it's something I've been meaning to do for a while. Um, Now with legits and fantasy and football and all these things happening, I haven't really been focused on that, but I eventually want to do that before I become a executive, so I can get at least 2 block explorers. I like my block explorers, right? I find them very neat and very nice design. So yeah, so the treasure hunt balancing is another thing. Identity verification as well, and they're planning on equaling the UPIX evenly. Because for example, like San Francisco, that's a tier 1 city. LA as well as a tier 1 city. The rewards in those cities when you do a treasure hunt, whew, crazy. I've seen a $3 million reward in treasure hunting in this game. So, and those guys don't leave. They just stay in those tier 1 cities and they hunt non-stop. They make probably more UPIX per month than you would if you try to sell all your properties under mid price, just so you can have a lot of sales and high volume. This is the amount of UPIX these guys are able to make in 1 month. So they're trying to kind of cool that down, balance things out, um, have a cool down period for the different tiers. Tier 5, there won't be one. Um, it didn't really say exactly how long the cooldown period is for that. I guess as Upland implement more of these things, they will give more details on the type of cooldown and how long it is. So if you guys treasure hunt, I don't treasure hunt a lot. Go on the Upland website under the community tab. Just read everything treasure hunt related so you guys can be fully informed on all the different restrictions when it comes to treasure hunting with the spark, everything related, and the cooldown period. So it's something you guys should really focus on. If you treasure hunt, if you don't treasure hunt that much, may not be a big deal for you. I will probably do I spawn, and that's another thing too. So when you do, you get a free treasure hunt every day. So if you're the type of person that treasure hunt frequently, you're gonna use these. You're gonna spawn a treasure hunt on a daily basis. So as the new changes come in, Upland is gonna make it that it increases. So if the spawn is $50, maybe in another 24 hours, it's 75 or 100, and so on and so forth. The more and more you use it, so they go into great detail. make it easy so you can understand exactly what they're talking about. So go ahead, take some time, read it, and go through it, and you'll be able to see what it's all about and see if you're going to continue to treasure hunt, which is something I don't really do, but you know. So this is the part here where it talks about the UPEX fee and it's being increased. Yeah, so the property cooldown, I think I'm okay with it. These two I'm cool with. Like I don't have no issue. I don't. It's not really a problem to me. I think the property mint and cooldown, especially in new cities, is a great idea. That gives you the opportunity to actually go to different parts of Upland while that time is being cooled down, so you're able to search out. You got 10 seconds to maybe go to the next neighborhood right beside the one you're at, for example. Search out to see how many FSA properties or how many properties are in your price range. Send your guy there because somebody probably minted somewhere close. You let him go in whatever direction. You have maybe a 5 or 6 seconds left, or it depends on how fast you are. Maybe you only have 1 second left, but at least you have the opportunity to move from one neighborhood to the next because of the mint cooldown. And as I said in the beginning with the sniping, this is great. I've witnessed it too much. I didn't personally like it. You make mistakes and you get punished hard. And it's not something that, and it's not like you sat on it for hours and then try to fix the error. It's literally immediately when it happens, you try to fix the error. Because I know when I do banking, for example, and I pay my bills, after it goes through, I have about maybe, I think, a minute or two. My bank gives me the opportunity to cancel that payment and recoup those funds and put it whether the right amount or into the or send it to the right business that I'm paying their loans. So a lot of things, as always, you know how Upland operates, is come into the game. So don't be reactive, be proactive, and get yourself in whatever situation is that you need. If you need to understand better about the treasure hunting, read up on the treasure hunting. If you need to be KYC, go ahead right now. Something I'll be doing over the weekend. Hopefully it works for me. Get yourself KYC'd. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like those, I think those are the two biggest parts of it. It's just the KYC and treasure hunting. So I've been hitting the what is it, sign-in bonus since it first came out. I don't think I've missed a day. So obviously I have to be KYC'd for that. That's also included in there. So guys, things are changing again in Upland. You know how these guys roll. So get what you need to get done because you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to lose all that money in because once this stuff is implemented, there's no way of taking it out and there's no way of you going forward without being KYC'd. All right, guys. So I just came on to just give you guys that quick update on what's going on. But actually, sorry, I forgot one thing. So here I've signed in. Let me do that quick switch over. Give All right, here we go. Sorry. So let's see here. I got an email saying my legits came 24 hours later, which is kind of ridiculous, but let's see what pops up. If it pops up. Come on. Okay, this is the KYC thing. This is for Porto. Okay, I didn't buy no properties in Porto. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Let's hope it's all of my essentials and not just one pack of maybe three that I'd order. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. And then after this, I'm going to end this video and you guys can get your weekend going. And if you guys haven't bought in legits, get in on it. It's pretty cool. I like it. I play fantasy. So it works for me. Number 10, number 85, 15. Oh, yes, I got a variant. All right, I got a variant on my first purchase of the NFLPA legits. This is great. Let me go check it out. Um, collection. Oops, not collections. Sorry. Legit. So I got a variant jersey. That's awesome. Let's hear. Where's the 2022 season? I wonder if it's this one. I believe it's this one here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but I got a variant. That's pretty good. That's really good. That's a good start to the season. I guess it's based on my points that I had. It's not greatest. So it's going to take some